I'm off the Ohana.
Yeah, damn, that sounds
Shit,
crazy.
dude. That sounds like a real drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna copyright that next.
Actually, yeah. Well, damn.
Oh, man.
Welcome back to another Money in Motion Monday. Thank you guys for tuning in. All the support's been crazy. You guys been going on those crazy rants, not rants, but rampages on our reels that or shorts that we've been posting on YouTube. So if you guys haven't seen those, go show some love. But today's episode is gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna challenge you guys in the audience, but also ourselves, on two specific questions that we've kind of come up with on kind of things that I feel like people don't really think about just because we take life for granted sometimes in terms of like, oh, I got next week, next month, next year kind of thing. So I'll let David explain what our challenge today is. On kind of what the topic.
Okay, so this first question is, what would you do if you woke up in a tent, you had no phone, no money, no connection, you're in a completely new town, you don't know what happened, no memory at all. You wake up in a tent and you're homeless. What are your first moves that you are going to make to help yourself get back up like into either a home or a job? What is going to be your first move?
Yeah. Well, dang, I guess I'll start it off. Shoot.
Take a nap.
Yeah. No, honestly, okay, wait. For clarification purposes, do I have all the knowledge that I have right now still?
Yes. Yeah. So
Okay.
you have all the knowledge you have of everything that you have that
So
you've learned from
the only thing I don't remember is like how I got to the point I'm at.
Exactly.
Like being homeless,
Yes.
living
Yes.
on or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No connections at all.
No people. I don't know anyone.
You don't know anybody.
Oh shoot! Damn.
Yeah, you're in Narnia.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so first thing that I would do is, well, I would have zero. Okay, wait. I have another question. Clarifying question. Do I know at least like my name and stuff, or do I not even know my name at all, or that thing?
You don't know anything.
Dang.
No knowledge of
Okay.
anything. You just know.
Well, I'm getting arrested first so they can run my prints and they can tell me who I am. Not just kidding. No, okay.
That's crazy.
So first, I would try to go to... Dang, how would that even work? Okay, so I'm going to try to go to... I'm going to try to go to like the hospital and see if there's like a clinic, like a free clinic or somewhere like a hospital that can do free blood work to see if any records of my identity will come up in the system.
Okay.
So that would take, I don't know how long that would take, but we'll say like a week or so. So while I'm waiting for blood work to come back to see if I can get access to my own identity to move forward to the next steps, which bear with me. In that time, I guess I would try to go to like a car wash that like, I don't know if you guys seen like open car washes where they like have people kind of hand drying and hand waxing cars. I've done that in the past, like not as a job, but for my old car. Like I would wash it all the time and like I would clay bar it and all that stuff. So I know in that business, like there's a lot of mobile detail businesses right now. So I would go and like tell them, hey, let me like clean one car and like show you guys what I can do. Or two.
How are you gonna get the product to clean it?
Well, their product, they're at a car wash.
Oh, you're using theirs?
Yeah. I'm saying let me go in there, let me show you what I can do to clean a car.
Okay.
I kind of took this idea from you actually it's all good. But if okay, say that doesn't work, then I would I would damn, this is hard. um okay, no, yeah. Taking out the option out of it doesn't work, right? In a perfect world, they give me that opportunity to try that out. Boom. Impress them because I'm gonna clean the shit out of the car. I'm gonna make it look like it's brand new, honestly.
It's life or death at that
Yeah, it's
point.
life or death. Like this is my identity. So that hopes that I can secure something right, get tips, get, whatever I can make. And then once I save some money, like a little bit of money, then I would, in hopes within the 1 or 2 weeks that my blood work gets back to me, I know who I am now, like my name and what my identity is. And then obviously the next step would be to go get like an ID or my social security, because without those two things, I feel like one, I can't even apply anywhere or do anything like any other physical job. So that was like I think another reason that I said like one of those open door car washes was because without like a social or like any identity, they're probably not gonna hire you. They're gonna be like, well, you could probably clean cars, but you would just get whatever you get off tips.
Yeah, straight up under the
Like
table.
yeah, under the table kind of
Yeah.
thing. Um, and then okay, so then that's that. I get an ID, get a social, and then at that point, I can not either. I will continue to work at that car place, but I would try to get converted to like like an employee and like hourly or salary employee. Um, so that way I can have like pay stubs and W-2s showing that like proof of income.
Mm.
Once I have proof of income, steady like at least a couple like 1 or 2 months. Honestly, I would probably still be sleeping in the streets, so I would probably invest in like a gym membership, like a really cheap one if possible.
I thought you were gonna say cardboard.
I would try to invest in like some like gym membership, like I said, some toiletry
Mm-hmm.
stuff to like kind of clean myself up and look more presentable. Because the reality of the fact is like you're not gonna be able to go into any business and try to move up in like the where you're coming from if you don't look presentable. Like that's
That's
just the
true.
hard truth, you
That
know.
is very true.
So I would get cleaned up. I would get a gym membership so I can like shower and stuff. And there's gym memberships out there that are like $15, like
Super
Planet
cheap.
Fitness.
Yeah.
You can go in there, shower. Obviously, like invest in some cleaner clothes, right? And then some of the money that I'm getting, like I would also invest in like washing my clothes and get going to
Mm-hmm.
like the laundromat. Once I kind of have a steady routine and like more better of income with my ID, social security, then after that, I would then either one upgrade my homeless situation, which is from like a tent to try to do like a little back house or renting a room or something. Once I get a room, then I would damn. This is where it gets tricky. Well, this is just me thinking like positive, like something maybe I got in an accident and I just forgot how the heck I got in that situation. But I would try to find to see if I have family that like is still out there, which kind of sounds crazy because if you're homeless and no one's looking for you and or
That's
whatever, then
crazy
like
work.
you would
Yeah.
think, but
Hell
man,
nah,
I
they
don't
can
know.
stay over there.
Yeah. I would try to maybe see if I have any family, but if I don't, then I would just kind of at that point I would start investing in a. I wouldn't put my money into a bank. I would get a credit card and a debit card. Then I would just to have like accounts open, but I would
Mm-hmm.
use um my money to fund like investments within like crypto. Well, I wouldn't really say crypto, but I would do like SPY 500 or VOO, like big investing, EFTs or ETFs or whatever they're called, um, because they're always they're like a high yield savings account pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't put my money in a traditional bank because just the return is really low. So
You're gonna put it where it's gonna grow. That
exactly
makes
where it's gonna
sense. Yeah.
grow, while I figure out the rest, right? And
Mm.
say it would probably take me, I would say, like another year at this point if I'm really busting my ass to save money. So I'd put money into like a high yield savings or something, some type of that sort. And then in about a year and a half, I would then try to either, hopefully at this point, I've met people that like want to do like some type of like bettering in their situations as well, and like try to, you know, invest in certain things. But then I would try to put my money, and before getting like an actual house, I would try to invest my money, whether it's like with a business partner or some other way, in getting like a quadplex or like a duplex, um like home, or like a little apartment unit thing, so that way I can have like tenants live there and like pay me for living in those units. Me personally, like I'm pretty minimalistic. I don't really care for like a really big house. Like I feel like if I'm by myself and I have no family, there's no really need for a really big house. So I would do that, and then just continue living like in the back house or small apartment that I'm living in while getting more income. And then once I get more income, then I would
At that
use
point,
my
you're pretty
credit.
good.
Well, yeah, I guess at that point I'm pretty good, right? I feel like at that point I'm,
Just thinking he's still homeless.
yeah. Well, pretty much. If I don't have a GT3 or a Lambo, then I'm pretty much homeless still.
That's
Um,
funny.
but yeah, I feel like that's kind of the route that I would take. I know there would be a whole bunch of other like bumps in the road that would
Hmm.
lead to that, but I feel like in gaps in portions of like where in timeline I would kind of take the direction is I would do that, because I feel like even now I'm
Hmm.
trying. I feel like we're trying to do that. We always talk about, bro, we should get a house. We should get like something to like rent out, or like a warehouse. Like we always talk crazy, like trying to like
Yeah.
shoot big, you know, which is good. But um, just because I know like if I've had the same memory, I'm gonna be thinking the same way no matter what. Like I need to figure out how to get money a different way and invest in a different way, and you know. But I know for sure I would not stay homeless. Like I think my work ethic, it if that's one thing I'm taking from like my not having any memories, is the work ethic of hustling no matter what. Like if all goes wrong, like I mean,
You're gonna dig yourself out of
I'm
it.
gonna dig
Yeah.
myself out and I'm gonna work for whatever. I'll wash dishes for food. I'll clean
Yeah.
cars. I'll do. I was telling him like another idea that I had was like cutting fruit. I would like
Hmm.
fruit is so cheap, and I would see fruit stands
Dude.
like packed around like in the LA area and stuff. So, dude, I would buy fruit, get a little ice chest, bro. You can buy a small ice chest for like $15.
Hmm.
And obviously, when you're coming from zero, like that's tough. But like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like raising $20 or $30 in one day wouldn't really be that difficult when you really are want it, right? Like you're gonna figure
Hmm.
out something to do. And yeah, with $30, you can literally get a knife, some fruit, and a little ice chest with a bag of ice. And you can sell
Yeah.
the fruit for like $10
10
a
bucks a
cup,
cup. Yeah,
and get
10
like
bucks a cup.
$100 out of $30 worth of your stuff. So just rinse and repeat every single day. That would pay me my meal for the day if you're eating like at least once a day, right? Which when you're in that situation, one meal a day will get you by.
That's true.
You know? So
Yeah, eating the right meal at least for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So
Damn, that's pretty good actually. You know what's I didn't think about that blood work one. That's a good way to like kind of figure out your identity and shit like
yeah.
that.
I mean,
That's
to be fair, I
pretty
didn't cover the
interesting.
part of like if I do my blood work and nothing comes back,
They're like,
then
yeah,
like,
brother, you're an alien.
yeah, no identity. Yeah. Then I'd be pretty cooked at that point. Like I don't know how other way I would be
But
able to.
there's ways though, brother. There is ways. This is what I
Yeah,
would
let me
do.
hire a hitman real quick.
Okay. So
Nah, he was plotting the whole time. I gave him time to think.
this fucking guy. No, no. You know it's funny because this is something that we've talked about before that we just went into a dark hole about it. But after I recently came back to it and like thought about it, I was like, dude, like there's so many. Okay, well this is what I would do. If I woke up and I'm just Dunzos, first of all, I'm getting out of the tent, and I'm gonna go find the closest like shelter home that is in the area or available. And obviously, you don't have no
That's
connections,
true.
but you can ask. Say you ask 100 people, and one person finally says, "Yeah, you can look up this location." Well, in the maps, right? And
Yeah.
I know this because I've gotten asked that at work, like, "Hey, can I use your phone to call? Because I don't have a phone," which I have rarely, but you know.
Yeah, yeah. Let someone borrow your phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'd get the location, I'd get the directions. I would go there so I can settle in, clean myself up. Usually like shelter homes like that, they offer like food and stuff like that.
That's true. Damn, I was out here starving myself until I get some money.
Didn't eat the whole week.
I know. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'd be done. I'd be out the first week, actually. My challenge failed.
Fucking be a bone treat for a dog,
I was
brother.
so busy trying to get a job, I forgot to eat. Damn. That corporate mindset, dude.
Crazy. Oh man. So I would get that. I would sleep through the night because something we've learned is sleep is very important, especially like comfortable
Damn.
sleep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It just it's the truth. It's the
But hold
truth.
on. Do you really think like now, like I sleep decent, you sleep terrible. Like this guy sleeps barely. So I think do you
Yeah, I do.
now that we have like all the like we have a roof over our head, we have food, like we have the capabilities to be like comfortable,
Hmm.
and we still don't sleep. Do you think that if you're in that situation, you would be really be thinking, "Let me get 8 hours of sleep right now," because you already don't
Um,
get that.
yes, but I don't get it because of my situation,
Ah, I see. I see.
because of the amount of hours I work at the moment, right?
Yeah,
Because obviously I
cause
still have the 9 to 5, which if we didn't, yes, we'd be spending more time in the actual business, but definitely not only 2 hours of 3 hours of
okay,
sleep. You know
I
what I
see.
mean?
I see. I see.
So for
That's
sure.
crazy.
Then the following day, I'd get through that first day. That'd be my first like mission and goal. I'd get through that day.
Okay.
I would find someone within the shelter and say, "Let me use your phone so I can find these locations." And I'm gonna look for a private gym and
A
like
private gym?
a private gym that's like owned by somebody.
Oh, I
So
see.
that way I can say, "Hey, let me clean the whole gym for you. You give me a job, pay me minimum wage, whatever, under the table. I get access to your gym and the shower." You know what I'm saying?
You're smarter than me, dude. You
Trust me,
saving
brother.
money. I'm out
Thought
here
about
paying the
this.
membership. Hell no.
Yeah, dude. Fuck Planet Fitness, dude. It's just lame. I'm just
That's
playing.
crazy.
I'm just playing. No, I've
Yeah,
been Planet
stock just
Fitness.
went
It's
down
cool.
for
It's
that
all
comment.
right. So then, if I can find that within the same day, cool. If not, then following day searching, finding. Because obviously, you're walking at this point, so you can only hit so many locations.
Yeah,
And then I would look for a second job, which would be like at a laundromat. A lot of
oh,
those places are owned by somebody.
that's true. That's
So
true.
a lot of, well, at least from what I've seen and heard, some of the employees are under the table pay. So same thing, same deal. So that way I could at least
Sheesh.
use it. Like, yeah, I'm cleaning it. It's gonna suck, but at least you're getting paid and you have access to it, right?
Yeah.
And then I think from there, once I get to like a certain amount of money, then I would start taking steps into like opening like an account, credit card, looking at other investments, and I think I would kind of just keep rinse and repeat. And like, well, my day would be work. I'm fucking homeless anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the first thing that I would do, and then obviously, kind of similar to like what you were saying, like opening your accounts, the credit investing and shit, and build on from there. But for sure, those would be like my first steps. And
Damn.
I think once I like get settled in to the point where like I want to get out of the shelter home and get like my own apartment, then I would start looking for like a more stable job where it's
I
not under
see.
the table,
Yeah, yeah.
where I get
Actually,
like,
like showing proof of income, like a W
yes,
two.
yes, exactly, exactly. I'd probably, I think, I wouldn't get a car, but I'd probably maybe buy like a used electric scooter or some shit like that
Mm,
to at least get me, you know.
facts. Damn, I was out here walking, starving, paying memberships, dude. Yeah, I'm cooked, Chad. I'm not surviving. Yeah, I'm done. Well,
That's
shit.
fucking hilarious, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, well,
That was good though. I like the blood work idea. That's good.
yeah,
That's kind of
honestly.
smart. But would you even get your identity with that? With first of all, I want to know,
Well, they
will
will.
they even take you in?
Well, there's places that no matter what, bro, like there there's hospitals that like for example, like say I get shot, right? They're not asking, do you have insurance? Who are you? What's your name? They take you, go save your life.
You're
And
gonna
then
walk in, I'm shot.
yeah. No, I'm just saying an example. Like they're
My neck and my back.
yeah, they don't ask you all those questions
Oh
right
shoot.
away. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna go in there like oh but I'm just saying like I'm sure that if I go into a hospital and say, look, I need blood work drawn, like I'm say just feeling some symptoms, whatever. They may like draw some blood and then say like, oh yeah, you're in our system.
They're gonna invoice you that check later.
And I'll be like,
Get
oh
that.
shoot, I'm homeless. So good luck sending it to my address.
Yeah, bro, they're gonna get a
I
four
don't know,
hundred dollar charge.
but like I said, there's shelters probably, or I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to like get free medical stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, think about
Oh
it.
yeah,
There's
for
so many
sure. Yeah.
government programs that people take advantage of now that like get
That's
free money. Dude, there's no way they're not
yeah.
drawing my blood. You know?
You're right. Yeah, I just saw my tax forms. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I know. Threw mine away actually.
Yeah,
Just saying.
that sucks.
But yeah, that's what.
That's good. That's good though. I think you'll be closer to the edge, but for sure I'm making it though. Which goes to our
Yeah,
next question.
I'm gonna be hungry when I make it. I'm gonna be tired of walking and hungry.
Oh,
All
snap.
right, so now that we covered what you would do if you had nothing to your name and woke up on a blank slate, we're gonna hit a 360 and say, what would you do if you woke up and had $1 million to your name, but 1 week to spend it? All right, so if you had 1 week to spend $1 million, how would you spend it, invest it? What would you do with that $1 million if you woke up from today to tomorrow?
GT3.
Valid.
Said valid. Dude. Nah, you know what I would do? Damn. 1 week, right? 1 week?
But break it down like specifically. Like try to obviously you don't know like exactly what certain things would cost, but try to give
So basically, like
a
what?
rough estimate on like how much you're spending
Okay,
on each
okay.
thing.
Got you.
Because then if you're just saying GT3 and a laundromat, that in itself is
I
over
was
a
gonna
million.
say
You know,
that.
that's over $1 million right there.
Okay. All right. No, realistically.
I know this guy too well.
Realistically. First of all, I'm not telling anybody. Second of all,
Damn, for real?
I'm not telling nobody.
Sheesh. I see
I'm
how
not
it is.
telling
He ain't even
nobody.
shooting $1 this way.
Hell nah, brother. You're gonna catch me on this podcast next Monday still. No, the first thing I'm going to buy is land in
Oh.
like Lancaster or Palmdale, just because of how it's gonna be. It would be somewhere that's like connected to like the roads and shit, somewhere close, where like kind of in the inner city, but not so close, you know. So that way, as say like the next 5 years, as everything's getting so populated out there, it's just gonna fucking shoot up in value.
Because
right?
you have road access and shit.
Exactly.
A little hack for you guys looking into real estate. Just saying. Little
Yeah,
gem
that's
right
gonna
there.
be our
You
next
want
purchase.
property, buy something with road access. Or build a road to, like, even if it's a dirt road to your property. Not to sidetrack, but that adds value. Anyways.
Yes, with the water line too. Water
Yeah.
line and the electricity lines. Sorry. That's our next purchase.
Yeah. We're
Um,
plotting.
yeah, so I would probably spend like, I'm gonna say 100 grand on land. Not just one
100 grand,
piece.
really?
Not just one
Oh,
piece.
you're
Though.
buying multiple pieces.
Yes,
Okay.
multiple pieces.
How many pieces? Though? Let's try to be more specific.
So let's say.
And like, how big would you want the land?
So let's say like 1 acre costs about like what, 10, 15 grand of land?
Roughly, yeah.
So
It's like 15 to 20 now.
okay, so I would get about 5 to 6 acres separately.
Separately.
Well, yeah. Well,
Well, you're spending more than 100K then.
this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna get 10 acres of land, and I'm going to
Divide it.
divide it.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
So say it's 150, right?
Yeah.
The other 50 grand, I'm
10
gonna
acres
use
is
that.
a lot of land too.
That is a lot of land. That is a lot.
Build our
of
office
land.
warehouse on that land.
Mm-hmm. The other 50 grand, I think I would, cause I'm thinking 150, and then another 50 grand to just flatten it, cause that adds
Dude, you're spending
value.
way more than 50
You
grand.
think so?
Dude, hell yes.
To flatten the 10 acres.
Bro, because
Cause
it's
already
not just
pretty
flattening
flat.
it,
It's
though.
already pretty flat out there, though.
Yeah, but you're not just flattening land. You got to think about all that excess dirt needs to be hauled away. Bro, they're going to... Dude, they
Brother,
tax
you know how
for that.
windy it is out there? That's just going to
Yeah,
the
bro.
moon.
Okay. 10 tons of dirt. Yeah, blow it away.
Okay, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Dude, I would say that's like the... I don't really know too much about this, so don't quote me, chat.
We're gonna ask chat later.
But I would say you would probably spend for 10 acres of land. Dude, that's a lot of land.
that is a lot.
Probably, honestly, you would probably spend 100K flattening just the
Damn, you
10
think
acres.
so?
I would say, dude, because you gotta rent someone with the right equipment. Dude, that shit, from what I've heard, is pretty expensive.
Yeah, no, it for sure is
To
expensive.
haul all that dirt away, which would be tons of dirt, bro, like tons.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And then like to make sure it's flattened evenly across 10 acres, because you can't just be like, oh, on this land I want it this level, on this land I want this. Like, nah, bro, if you're gonna get it flattened all the way, dude, like, that's a fucked up.
That's true, I guess. Okay, so say it's 100 grand. I'm at what, 350?
Yeah,
350. Yeah.
this is just rough estimates,
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
like,
we're
this will
fucking
be way
guessing.
off in numbers, but
We're gonna have to look this up after.
I know.
So at 350, that's my property. I don't know how long I'd hold it for. I would probably at least hold it for like, I'm thinking 5 years. Next, I would for sure spend. We've looked this up before, where like a laundromat costs roughly between 200 to 250,000.
Yeah.
So now I'm at 600,000, right? I'd get that. I would also have someone that I really trust, like a family member that I know I can trust, that would want to retire their job, and go work
Damn.
there. I'd probably ask, like, I don't know, maybe like
Pops, you're retired.
Pops. I got you. I told you that was gonna happen.
Yeah. You could have Ellie in there helping out.
I think I'd probably match his salary, I think, to like run it. So say that's another, let's see, I'm at 6, so now my total cost would be 700, because
Yeah.
with his salary. So I'm at 700,000. The other 300,000, dang, dude, I think I would hold on to it. Honestly. I
You
think
would
I would
hold on to
it.
the other 300,000?
I think I would, dude. I wouldn't quit my job. I would keep working. Maybe I would use like 100. I would use 100,000 for other investments that we kind of have like knowledge on, like some cryptos and shit like that. I would for sure invest in Bitcoin, especially right now that it's dropping. So I would hold 200,000. I think I would just do 200,000.
Into Bitcoin?
No, 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 no.
Oh, I was
I'm
like,
saying I'd probably buy like one Bitcoin. I'd
Oh.
spend 100,000 on one
One
Bitcoin,
Bitcoin.
because it's at what, like 90 right now.
it's like 90-ish.
So yeah, so maybe the other 10 grand in like Pudgy.
Gosh.
And then I think I would just hold the other 200.
Hold.
I would hold on to it
Just
and
in-
just leave it in the. I'd probably put in like a compound interest or something, and just hold it
Okay.
there.
Damn.
That's what I would do with my million if I had a week.
1,000,000 in 1 week. Damn, dude, you would have a busy ass week.
I know, dude.
You better hope you find land in one. Well, I. Damn.
Well, I mean, I think at least from like
You would for sure, I think, like, if you show up to land and say, I want this land right now, and
with the
you
cash
have the cash for
offer,
it, yeah,
yes,
you would
sold
secure it,
quick
like,
as fuck.
in the day.
Yeah.
24 hours, 48 hours, I
You'd
think
probably
so.
even get it cheaper because I've seen a lot of people like that invest in like land property do that where like they actually go in person and say cash offer right now and they'll get it for like 10, 5 grand
Yeah,
cheaper.
they get, like, the closing costs and other things
Yes.
covered, but
Yeah.
damn. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right, damn, what would I do if I had $1,000,000 from today to tomorrow and I had 7 days to spend it?
Dude, that's not enough time though. Damn.
Dude, it really isn't. Like, shit, dude.
7 days goes by quick.
Dude, it's so fast. Like, you could only spend $1,000,000, like, when you're really, like, when you really try to spend $1,000,000 in 7 days, like, then yeah, you can spend it. But on an average, like, day-to-day person, like, bro, I haven't even, I think, no, not I think, I haven't even spent $1,000,000 in my entire life yet. So just can't think about that, bro. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
damn.
Yeah,
Okay,
brother.
so I wake up. First thing I'm doing is I am gonna. I'm buying.
Porsche.
Nah. I'm gonna buy a multi-unit house
I
or
thought
like
about that too.
quadplex or like whatever.
Yeah.
Um, I would buy like a quadplex or whatever to have 4 units in it, and then honestly, I've seen some, like, I've looked here and there at like some for like the future, because I think like that would probably be like a really good first property investment that I hear a lot about is like buying a quadplex, duplex, things like that, multi units. And I honestly have seen some. Maybe this is just like in the bad areas, but I've seen some of the smaller ones, like a quadplex, running for like 400,000 to 500,000, because they split it with, like, they're almost like studio size
Yeah.
ones. So
Yeah.
I've seen some go for that cheap. So okay, say 500,000, boom, out the window. But that's
gate.
4 units of
Just passive income.
passive income for the rest of my life, bro. Or like
I
I've
have a
seen
question
people.
actually.
Yes.
Though. Are you going to be the one doing all the maintenance and stuff, or are you hiring someone?
No,
'Cause that
I
be
would do
cost
I
also.
would do all the maintenance.
Okay. Okay.
I would do all the maintenance for sure.
That's a lot of money saved right there.
Hell yeah. So I would do all the maintenance. So say 500,000 out the window on a quadplex right there.
Yeah. So you're managing it.
I'm managing it.
Okay.
Yeah. Next 500,000. I'm gonna put
Damn.
already out the window 500,000 right there, dude.
Oh snap! Yeah.
I'm spending another 100,000 buying. No, I'm putting another 100,000. What? Yeah, another 100,000 on a down payment for a house, and I'm also gonna rent that out. So that's two properties now, because I would use the money from my passive income quadplex to pay for my rent while I find a tenant to live in it.
Yeah. Remember though, you got to be careful also because you have to at least live in it for 1 year.
For the quadplex, yes. Not my house that I'm buying.
The house either? Are you sure?
No, yeah. So for the quadplex, if you're gonna be renting out the units, you have to live in one of the units for
At least a year.
at least a year.
I see. Because at least from what I thought, it was also property. Like any property that you're going to be renting out, you got to at least live in
For
it
your
for a
your
year.
primary one.
Okay,
So because
okay,
I would
okay,
have a
okay.
unit at
The duplex.
or the
Okay,
quadplex.
Gotcha.
The second one would be just like an investment. So
Okay, I didn't know that.
I'm gonna rent that one out. Well, use the money here to cover my rent, and then whatever extra until I find a tenant, which I think wouldn't be too hard because there's so many people looking for houses.
That's true. Yeah.
Boom, rent it out, make, I don't know, maybe another 1,000 on top of that rent. Like I would try to get someone in there quick because I got 7 days, right? So I would put it
Mm-hmm.
in the market and then like eat some costs, maybe a little bit, and then rent it to like as closest to my margin as possible for like the first year, and then the second year renegotiate. Like, hey, rent goes up, kind of thing. But that's the second thing. So I'm putting a down payment on the house. I'm getting a quadplex. And so I'm at 600,000. So I got 400,000 left. I'm gonna put 100,000 into a high yield like ETF. So like VOO, or I would split it. I would probably put like 25 into like SPY, 50,000 into like VOO, because those are like two different like group of companies. One's like tech and one's like other stocks. Um, and those give dividends of like, well, they grow like 10% per year to year. So think about it, 50K, 10%.
Sheesh.
You're getting a cool amount in return, like
Oh yeah,
passively, like
for
year
sure.
to year to year is just gonna grow. So I would do that. So that's 700,000.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I got 300K left. I'm gonna, damn, this is hard. This is hard.
That's good. That's good
Okay,
stuff.
so 300,000, I'm gonna buy out a business that's already profitable with that money. I don't know what business it would be, but I know right now there's
Mm.
a big crossover in generation to generation business, from like boomers to like Generation Z. But there's a lot of older folks that own businesses that are not passing their businesses on to their kids because their kids are like iPad kids and shit, or like they're not into the blue collar work. They're just into
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
tech stuff now, right? Like iPad or marketing, Instagram, influencer stuff right now. Like, so there's a big gap. Free game for you guys too, by the way. Look into it. Like,
Just do
there's so
construction.
many businesses that are either getting bought out for a discounted price, or businesses that are just going out of business because they want to retire and they're getting
Mm-hmm.
cashed out for a low amount, and they're just like, I'll just take whatever I can for this business. But it's a profitable business already as it is. So
Oh yeah.
again, like, not trying to be vague, but just because I would have to be like in that moment to make the right decision. Like, it could be literally any business, like a tech, like electrical business. It can be like a mechanical business. Like, it can be any type of business. But I would buy a business with the other 300,000, or maybe even two, that are profitable, that I can get steals from, and then I would keep the employees that are already working there because it's a profitable business.
So something's already working,
Yeah, I
and
would just buy it
yeah,
out and then own those like assets, and then have those fund my quadplex, my other
yeah.
investment, and then those will be other flows of income.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that's a good one.
And that's what damn, that puts me at 1 million right there.
Yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, dude.
So
Fuck.
within 1 week, I think I would be able to secure like a few different sort. I wouldn't say like in 1 week they'd be 100% set in stone, but for sure I would have put offers out for trying to secure
You're
those.
definitely on the road
Yeah,
for
on the
sure,
road to
dude.
like have different passive incomes.
Yes. Especially when you show that you have your other assets. Dude, that's a fucking green
Exactly.
flag, dude. If
Yeah.
whoever, whatever company you're buying out and shit, they're gonna look at your properties that you have already,
Yeah.
your other investments, and they're like, oh, dude, like this is someone that's
Hmm.
trustworthy.
And I
Easy,
think for me
easily
too,
sold.
like one thing that I wouldn't, well, I would actually, the only people that I probably would tell like that I woke up with this miracle money is like the bank, because the bank has to know in order for you to get funding for other shit.
Obviously, yeah. Well, they're gonna know regardless, because that's just
Yeah,
gonna be in your account.
that's true. Nah, I woke up with it in a briefcase.
Oh shoot, that's so funny, dude.
But
That's good though.
yeah, I think that's what I would do, bro. For me, the only reason why I wouldn't completely like, I like their idea about putting a whole bunch of money into like currencies and things like that. Like, I would definitely and do that, but I don't think, if this was like my one chance to completely break out of generational poverty, not that like we're impoverished or anything, but
Oh yeah, we're poor.
like, yeah, I mean, we're low income.
Just playing.
Um, I feel like that doesn't 100% guarantee. I mean, nothing guarantees me, but I have less control of like the market that I
Mm-hmm.
do in like, all right, I know this business already is profitable. I'm gonna buy it because it's
Yeah,
profitable. So
for
there's more
sure.
guarantee of return. Same thing with like a quadplex and buying a
Yeah.
house and renting it. Like you know those are gonna like almost guarantee you, like I would even argue like almost like a 99% chance of like,
Yeah. In
you
the
know,
right area, for sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking guarantee. Yeah. So don't invest in crypto if the market is green. Only buy when it's red. Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I know that something is doing really well, I'm not gonna invest in that because that's gonna eventually drop.
Hmm.
So just a side note, don't be dumb.
Unless it's long term, like
Yeah,
this
unless
is
it's
like
not going like
short.
a Bitcoin,
Yeah,
I would
long
say.
term, like Bitcoin is not gonna go back to 1K. Like, and
Yeah,
if you
dude.
look at
There's no way.
the whole lifespan of Bitcoin, like, and you're waiting for it to go back to that, like, you're never gonna ever jump on the train, you know. So,
There's always
uh,
new highs and lows all the
exactly.
time. You just got to figure out what's the new low.
Yeah,
That's when you want to buy.
but I feel like that's what I would kind of. That's how I'd spend my million, dude.
Dude, dude, we'd crush it out there. Not
I
gonna
think, and this comes from just stuff that we've learned throughout the last 2 years of like
yeah,
just,
straight up.
bro. I would have never thought this like 2 years ago. Not even owning a business, like
And
the
dude,
opportunities and the things you just hear and like doing, going to like our banking stuff, like coaching
mm-hmm.
program, and it's just like learning different ways to make money or opportunities and
There's so
getting
many
rid of
ways.
the fear mentality of like I can't do that or I can never be doing that because of this situation I'm in or whatever. Like I feel like I've almost eliminated that from my head, like 100%, where it's like
Mm-hmm.
limiting myself of I can't do that versus like why am I not in that position? Like what
Dude,
can I do to get there? You
you
know?
said it best, dude. Yeah,
So
straight up, dude.
I think that's like the biggest mentality shift that I've had from one reading books, like help books, that like have really helped me. And not to like get off track, but I'll share some of the ones that like I kind of went over. The Four Agreements. This is a really good book. This kind of helps you like kind of just tap into yourself. Honestly, it's like a self help book. Think and Grow Rich. This book is really good. However, this may be like a hot take on this book. For me personally, it was a lot of information and really wordy. And I did like research on it and stuff afterwards because I just felt like overwhelmed with all the information. Like there's so much information in there that a lot of people were saying that they got more information the more times they read it. So I'm gonna circle back and reread the book maybe one or two more times and see like if I get more information. I for sure will. And then there's another book, this one called The $100 Startup. Books that I read last year actually. $100 Startup is really cool. It talks about businesses that like started with literally $100 and grew and scaled their businesses to like 6, 7, 8 figure businesses.
That's actually dope.
And it tells their
Sounds good.
stories and like links to their businesses and things like that. And then now I'm currently reading another book called I Will Teach You to Be Rich. That book is pretty dope. Talks about like how to utilize credit, how to capitalize on those things, how to like if you are in debt, how to get out of debt, how to negotiate with banks, things like that. So a lot of tactics and things of I'm sure a lot of people may be in their early 20s or maybe even late 20s, early 30s, people that like went to school, went to college, things like that are in debt and overwhelmed with like credit card debt that maybe you just were not as careful as you wanted to be and you're just spending in college or even if you didn't go to college and you're trying to better yourself. I would recommend the I Would Teach You to Be Rich book because it literally goes into depth of like templates of how to like talk to banks, how to like negotiate certain things, breaks down a lot of things. So not to sidetrack, but those are books that really have helped me shift my mindset of like how I said, going from that why I'm making excuses for myself or ourselves to I want to be there. What do I need to change to get there? So that's a
Which
huge.
actually is our next week's topic, credit. That's gonna be our
credit.
next
So
week's
stay tuned
topic.
for that one. Honestly, that one's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, dude, we've learned a lot.
Yeah.
You know, from starting from zero, rebuilding. You
Yep.
know, personal experiences and what we're doing now differently. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
So.
we're gonna try to give you guys in-depth stuff, like a little sneak peek of cards to use, cards to
Mm-hmm.
kind of maybe stay away from, how to properly use your credit or debit, when to use them, or strategically use them,
Yeah.
why it's important to build credit, um, and what can happen if you misuse it.
Yeah.
Super important. But
This was fun. This was
yeah,
different and fun.
this was a little different, but we just kind of wanted to get you guys' a little interaction here, what we would do in these situations. I feel like a lot of times people think about these things and kind of like, what would I do, So we're curious what you guys would do if you guys were ever in these situations. Comment what you would do if you woke up homeless with the same skill set you have, with no recollection of your name, where you're from, or anything, and you just had to get out of the gutter. And if you woke up with $1 million and you had 7 days to spend it, what you would do with that? We are curious.
I'm
Honestly,
actually
you never know.
curious.
Maybe we could learn something from you guys in the comment section of how you guys would invest. And who knows? Maybe when we make it there, we'll try one of those tactics, because that'd be interesting. Honestly,
Yeah, not to the homeless one. For sure, the $1 million one he's
oh
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah, we.
I'm waking up.
That's crazy, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how you guys like this episode. If you guys
Snap.
want us to do more like these fun interactive ones,
Maybe we'll do it like every other week or something.
maybe every
We'll
every
switch it
other
up a little
week to
bit.
switch. Yeah, give a little refresher. But hell yeah,
Yeah,
we'll catch you guys on
catch
the
you
next
guys on
one.
the next one.
Peace.